Merry Christmas and welcome to MIG this week. It's chilly here for me, especially now that I've lost all my whale blubber. MIG is coming along really well. I'm working on the cushions. I've been struggling a little bit with that, but I will share that with you when I share the cushion video at some point. I'm just struggling a little bit with how to use that machine. You know, by the time I'm finished with them, I should be an expert at it. But today's video is on my dinghy. I was hoping to take it out, but it's a little cold and I'm a wimp. So I did set it all up, and I want to show it all to you and show you my new Temo outboard, which is a pretty cool little outboard engine. Motor, sorry, because it's electric. And that's what I'm planning for today. So I hope you enjoy it. And today I am unboxing my Temo outboard. My new outboard for MIG is an electric outboard made by Temo, and I bought it from Defender. As soon as they had it coming out, I sent in, even though it was back ordered, I prepaid for it because this was the outboard that I was most interested in for MIG. She's a electric boat, as y'all know, and so I really didn't want to carry any extra gasoline or anything on the boat. I still have to carry a little bit for my Honda generator, but I didn't really want to carry extra also for an outboard. So I was happy to find an electric outboard that was unique enough for MIG. And it's like one of those Christmas presents. You open a box, you get another box. So now I'm going to open my Temo outboard. Feel like I've done this before moments ago. Right on. There it is. Check that out. That is the Temo outboard. The battery is built in to this. It's inside here, and you basically use it as a tiller, and it expands so you can go shorter or longer with the tiller stick. And it has a little cutoff key, of course. It doesn't float unless you buy their little float, which of course I didn't. So I was thinking of actually using something similar to this and making it round and doing my own that I don't have to pay for. So we'll see how that works out. I think I can make something that floats. So it's pretty cool. It's supposed to go for like an hour on full charge at full speed, I think. I'll read all the specs on it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do a video where I air up the new dinghy, and you get to see the new dinghy, and I'll tell you the story of how I ended up with that dinghy. By the way, the dinghy's name is Miglet, which I thought was funny. And then we're going to take this Temo outboard, I'll charge it up, and we'll take it and test it out down on the bay and see how it works with our new dinghy. And that way I'll have a video of the Temo that isn't in French, because right now if you're interested in this and you search it on YouTube, you come up with some very good demonstrations in French. So I'll do one in English. The plug, very exciting. They needed that giant box. They needed this whole box for that. I mean, we're saving the environment one electric outboard at a time here. Of course, you know, we got all this boxing and foam and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh boy, a great big owner's manual. about 7 pages. Here is the kill switch. So it's just a little magnet is all it is. And that little magnet, here it is. This little magnet sticks into a hole in the little throttle area, and then when it pulls out, it shuts down the engine. And here, or motor. Don't get mad at me for calling it an engine. Electric motors are not engines, I was told by some guy that was mad. This goes on the back of your dinghy. You just screw it on. I'll probably glue it as well. And then this comes off. The tiller goes over the top. You tighten this on, and then that becomes your basically your pintle, I guess, for the tiller. And here are the hardware, mounting hardware for that. And then let's see what's in here. Oh, more plug. So this is for if you go to the EU. You've got a charger plug for the EU as well. So there you go. That's it. Temo Outboard. So here it is with the kill switch in. It just hangs right here. If you look at it. Here we go. Yeah, so it's right there. It goes out. It loses power. There we go. And watch this. This is the trigger. So if you're steering this, you hold it like this, right? And you steer. And that's the trigger. And there it goes. And then for reverse, you hold down this button and it goes the other way. So for reverse, you hold down this button and it goes the other way. So cool. Couldn't be much simpler. Okay, so this is my new dinghy. Today I'm going to air it up. So we're going to take this out and air it up. Okay, so I put her name on there. Our little dinghy is called Miglet. Not very professionally done, but I don't have the money right now. So this dinghy, my friend John had it for his Pacific Seacraft, and he needed to buy a hard rib, so he wanted to get rid of this one. So I traded him, I bartered with him, and I gave him rides to and from the hospital and the airport and all that stuff for quite a few months. And that's how I got this dinghy for Mig. It's perfect for Mig because it's an air floor, so it completely rolls up into that package that you saw at the beginning. And it's Hypalon, it's an Achilles, and it's Hypalon. And now I need to install this for the dinghy motor, the new motor. So I think I'm going to set this camera maybe right here. Let's see how that looks. It looks pretty good. And I've got my bits and my drill. And what we're going to do here is install this. I think I would like to have it on top. The problem is, if it's on top, actually I think I'd rather have it in the back like that, because then I can bolt all the way through it later. So I want this to be like right here. Yeah, those are gonna work great. Okay. All right, let's do that one. Let's see how it works out. All right, so there we go. Later I will drill out these 4 spots. There's 4, and I'll bolt it through the transom. But for today, that'll work. Now I'm going to get the motor and put it on here and see that it mounts up okay. Okay, so that just tightens onto that post right there, like that. Now let me adjust it. All right, there it is, installed for the first time. It's kind of a pretty different deal, isn't it? I like it. I like its simplicity. You can buy a lock for it, which I will do for sure. And you can actually buy a strap with you, take it with you if you leave the dinghy, if you want. I'm not sure I'll do that, but anyway, it meets Mig's needs, I think, very handily. Easy to store, easy to charge up with my electric setup, and it goes about an hour, they say, on one charge, and the battery is incorporated into it. So yeah, I like it. So one of the things to consider on a small boat like Mig is your dinghy situation. I've seen a few little North Seas that have a small rowing dinghy up on the foredeck, and I really love little rowing dinghies. They are very practical, and they would work really well with this Temo outboard. But I think that having that space forward on the foredeck is too important in a North Sea 27, especially in my case, since I do not have roller furling. I need to be able to get up there on a clear deck and do the work that needs to be done. So that left basically a dinghy that I could completely roll up into a small package and store it in the sail locker below, or strap it on the deck. It is pretty heavy, so it's not something you can lug around a lot. So I probably will store it below. I don't like having that much weight up on the deck. Again, it would also take up space on the foredeck that I would just rather keep clear. So I'm going to store this down in the sail locker, I believe. I am not going to be able to get this dinghy out until this spring to test this motor, but I will show you how it works. So it works like just a regular tiller, and it has this little hand thing, and that goes, this little plug right here just plugs right into here, and then the power comes on, and at that point you can squeeze the trigger right here, just like that, and you just move it side to side. And if you want it in reverse, you just push this button and squeeze the trigger, and it goes in reverse. It's just that simple. It's very lightweight, which fits with Mig very well. You can adjust this tiller arm right here, and you can make it shorter or longer depending on where you're sitting in the dinghy. And then when you store it, obviously you can store it shorter. When you pull this out, turns it off. That's it. So I really am I'm very happy with this idea right now. I'm going to get a spare prop for it, and I'm really happy with my dinghy. I'm sure happy that John and Monica were able to work this out with me. So that's it. There's little Miglet. And this spring, when I get in the water, we will do another test video of the Temo actually at work. But this is where we're at today. And just to let everybody know, I am still plugging away at the cushions. I will have a video of that in the future. Please remember to like and subscribe. It does help. I'm hoping my channel will get up to 1,000 subscribers so that I can monetize at some point. And I'm going to do a Patreon pretty soon. And this spring we're gonna sail to Hawaii. So I hope y'all choose to come along with me. Thanks a lot and have a Merry Christmas.
Together